I was at a party at Diddy crib in LA. This was the beginning of 2020. You know what I mean? And, Diddy had put everybody else out the crib, like the influx of people. He had put them out, but he had took a liking to me in particular around the time, man. It was really, you know what I mean, like putting his arm around me.
Right.
So he had put majority of the people out. But he allowed me to stay in there. Me and maybe about 15 others. You know?
Right.
Jay-Z and Beyonce being, two of the other 15 people in the room. So that'll just put it into perspective of the type of company I was in.
Right.
At the
There are so many witnesses. There are so many victims.
Should Diddy Combs is facing even more heat after rapper DaBaby broke his silence on some alarming allegations. The rapper, who had previously spoken about Diddy's admiration for him, has now come forward with claims that Diddy made an inappropriate attempt toward him. The story first emerged during DaBaby's appearance on Shannon Sharpe's Club Shay Shay podcast earlier this year, where he discussed a 2020 party at Diddy's Los Angeles home. DaBaby revealed how Diddy seemed to take a special interest in him, even going so far as to ask everyone else to leave the house while keeping him and a select few, including Jay-Z and Beyonce, around. However, DaBaby's recent revelations suggest there may have been a darker side to Diddy's actions. In light of Diddy's arrest, DaBaby has now spoken out again, providing more details about what truly happened that night.
What's up with it, IG? I'm out here pumping gas in Beverly Hills. It's midnight right now. I'm pumping gas and actually I almost ran out of gas. But yeah, I'm just getting on here, to let y'all know, what my head at right now, what I got going on. I just left Diddy crib, you know what I mean? That ain't my first time being there. Brother invited me there before. I had lunch with him maybe like a month ago, a little under a month ago. But I had left the studio, you know what I mean? Yesterday morning I left the studio with Offset and them at like 7 in the morning. The sun was already up. Can I get the change back from pump number 8? I had left the studio and I saw on Instagram that he had just posted a story and he was up. So I hit, bro. You said what? Okay, cool. Don't worry about the changes. That was good. Yeah, so I was just leaving the studio. The sun was up and I had hit him just to with him. You know what I mean? Just to pass the vibe back and forth. I always end up motivated, you know what I mean? And will uplift the spirits every time I talk to Big Bro. So I just called him. Every time I call him, he pick up too. So I FaceTimed him, he picked up, you know what I mean? And he like, yeah, I gotta see you. I'm like, all right, bet. He like, put up on me later what you got going on later on. I'll hit you later, see what you got going on. You know what I mean? Pull up on me. Boom, he hit me. I had left the radio station. I went to pull up on him. When I come in, I'd been in this spot before, like I said. He invited me out there for lunch. This ain't my first time there. He had a, we talking about Diddy, he had a butler. First thing they gonna do is, offer you something to drink as soon as you come in. So the butler's pouring me like champagne and some shit. He in the middle of a meeting, and when I come in, he introduced me, to everybody who in the room, you know what I mean, and, respectfully. And then, he hop up and he put me in a chokehold. You get what I'm saying? Which is, I probably deserve it, you know what I mean? And we immediately, we go out back and he sit me the down and have a real deal, conversation with me. And, throughout the conversation, so much knowledge was passed down and you know what I mean? It was just a real organic, conversation from a person who has had organic conversations with me before. So nothing about it, is fabricated. Nothing about it is new, besides the, a lot of the events that have taken place between, since the last time me and him have spoken. You get what I'm saying? Because the last time we spoke, we talking about big dog and then you got a lot of that can transpire with me in the meantime. But, one of the things I respect about bro the most is the fact that that ain't, cause him to, turn the other way on me. Like, I can't with him. bro, this, you know what I mean? So, but throughout the conversation, man, a lot of real deal was covered, man. A lot of real deal ground was covered, and to make a long story short, you know, I've been blessed enough, man. God has been gracious enough, you know, for me to, you know, to allow me to make it through, you know, the unbelievable, to allow me to make it up out of situations that the majority would never make it out of, and then still live a successful, blessed life like the way I'm living, and still have the ability to, you know what I mean, be able to change the game and have somewhat of an impact on the world as a whole. You get what I'm saying? It's me. We talking about little old me. You know what I mean? So, man, I just feel like, you know, it's imperative that I get on here and share the fact that, you know, bro sat me down and had a real deal conversation with me, and, you know, and looked me dead in my eyes, you know what I mean, and made me understand, because a lot of people I've had these conversations with, like, a lot of people have attempted to get through to me or whatever, and, you know, I ain't no dumb at all, you know, by far, so a lot of things people tell me I already know, but the conversation me and Brad had, like, it's nothing that he told me that he hasn't just about experienced or had to live through himself. You get what I'm saying? You know, it really comes down to the fact that a lot of the mistakes he's made for, like me, and coming from my era, he made the mistakes, so we don't gotta make them. You know,
their once close friendship was so big that Diddy even gifted DaBaby's son $1,000 and praised him as the hottest rapper in the industry.
tell him thank
I want you to open that up, because I want you to be able to make the face that you really want to make. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead, open it now. You ain't gotta wait. Ain't nobody gonna take nothing from you. Oh no, he did. Oh, he did.
No, you ain't no, she gotta count that thing.
Go ahead, count up. Let me hold your
You
envelope.
gotta always pay your taxes.
Huh? Oh no, he didn't do that. I might hand him them little 520s. He's gonna be like, nah, big dog. He gonna, Uncle Diddy, he gonna, nah, hey. Yeah, you know.
$1,000. Hey yo, this brother gave me so much love in every record.
I appreciate
you know what I'm saying? And we done had lunch.
Yeah.
And then we spent New Year's together.
That was dinner for lunch.
Hey yo, check this out. Hey yo, check this out. That night, you know how to do it. You know what I'm saying? And
Rock. 2025. You went 2025. Hey. Let me see you go. Okay.
Join us for New Year's Eve home cartel tour. Quincy, after you. Let's go. So, yeah, man. So it's been a couple of years. There's a lot of trophies, a lot of things, moonmen, all types. You know what I'm saying? This is my favorite picture right here. Then these are my boys though right here. This boy clean. Look at this boy. What's that you got on? Salmon pink. That's Just Flow. He's in charge of all the new recruits. He's recruitment for Deleon and the Spirits Company, and he's doing his own thing, about to get out there. You know, and then we got our, we got our franchise player right now. We switch roles, you know what I'm saying? This right here, Q, you know what I'm saying? He just did his thing on Stars, he's doing his thing in music, and I love, he's my son, I love him. And I'm just here, it's 2020, I'm a proud father, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody needs somebody, and I got these two kings next to me. Got another one coming. They hold me up, you know what I'm saying? And I love them. You know what I'm saying? They got love. We got love. This thing about this phone, so I tell we got love. We want everybody to win. You know what I'm saying? We suffer free. We You know what I'm saying? 2020, let's get it though. It's 2020. Happy 2020. You know what I'm saying? Feels good to be back. Happy 2020. With my boy. 2020. Vision clear. It's real time 2020. Vision is clear. Hey, yo, let it know. Just flow. We up in this bad boy. We back in this early. Hey, yo, if you just getting this message, way too late. Blue Dot Nights. Blue Dot Nights. For real, I'm gonna drop so much on y'all in 2020. You're gonna love it. Hey!
Their once close friendship was so strong that Diddy even gifted DaBaby's son $1,000 and praised him as the hottest rapper in the industry.
DaBaby is mocking the diddler by pouring several bottles onto the ground, joking about how it would look to outsiders.
After 1,000 bottles of baby oil were found in Diddy's home, DaBaby took to mocking the situation by pouring several bottles onto the ground, joking about how it would appear to outsiders. Fans quickly picked up on the shade being thrown, connecting the incident to Diddy's infamous baby oil parties.
Gotta make sure everybody watching when they vibing this. Some free. Go ahead and think.
What time? Been thinking about my life with you. We been for a night or two. You like the sunrise, even in the afternoon. Can't keep Keisha out my mind. I know y'all gonna be like, who is Keisha? Ain't no Keisha, babe, I promise, you know what I'm saying? It's just a song. We woke up in the morning, baby, it's a blessing. I'm trying to give her morning before she cooked me breakfast. It must have been some mornings really didn't get the message. Like when my phone on silent. Just like the tires on the Tesla, you know I'm riding. Don't try to swerve out of my lane when you finally see me thriving. These hoes will try to drive you insane when they finally see you smiling. I let the window down and light the blunt so they can see me vibing. It ain't even warm outside. Know that I'm the one, but I took my losses. It's like the hornet's eye. Had to switch, had to move around, I'm right back fortified. Used to come with a trash bag full of them pounds and they got 45. Yeah, when she give me that I need head first like one of them water slides. You know that they can't let me put that my hand in it. They took your chain, showing up ready. Sunshine racing snow like one of them football games. See, screaming and holding their face like they got pepper spray. Baby coming, lining around the block like it's election day. I've been thinking about my life with you. We been for a night or two. You like the sunrise even in the afternoon. Can't keep Keisha on my mind. I got a bar for every bump on your face. For the keys, I got a car for every day. Oh, what a blessing, cause the car I drive depend on my mood. And help me cook before I ate instead of giving my food. Now, bitch, and they feelings, I'm rude cause they took advantage of me. So I gave my bread to my hoes when I gave my family money. I made myself a boss by myself, but you had your daddy money. Now that's the plan for my kids. If I let her dishonor me, I'll be a man with no real. None of that. I give up everything I got just to get my brother back. If they with me and they standing on business, I stand in front of that. That's the type of man I am. I'ma keep on going through hell and back to be a family man. You play my family, you get whacked, I shoot your cameraman. I've been around the world, I'm talking from Hong Kong to Amsterdam. I'm from the bottom, I turned the show down in Pakistan. All around the world, people be passing out for attention from me. When I get to customs, fans be waiting around with pictures of me. I'm keeping my eyes on who beside me when this ugly. I just threw my mama to Abu Dhabi, this and lovely. Believe that. I've been thinking about my life with you. We been for a night or two. She like the sunrise even in the afternoon. Can't keep Keisha off my mind. Yeah, and lovely new music this month. Plenty of it, the strong way. Nope.
He reminded me how important it is to stay on top of, continuing to evolve and never let the narrative be outside of my truth. You get what I'm saying? And with that being said, man, I'm just turning a new leaf, and I feel like, me me, putting this out there may inspire somebody else who may look up to me, to turn a new leaf, and never let, the narrative control their future, and always control the narrative, in hopes of your future being exactly what your future is supposed to be, not what others may attempt to make it out to be. So with that being said, man, I'm on some new You see what I'm saying? I'm on some new and I get out this car right now and slap the out of me. I'd probably say, hey, look, bro, I deserve that. You know what I mean? You have a blessed night. You get what I'm saying? I'm on some new man. I'm about taking it to a whole new level. I'm starting at the one. You get what I'm saying? I'm starting at the one, and I'm understanding it. Every new level. You know what I mean? You're gonna be given a starting point. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm seeing where I'm at right now. Like that's what I'm identifying. Like this moment is the beginning of a whole new level. You know what I mean? A whole new level. So hey, look, big bro, I know it's a long video. I ain't never got on the internet to talk this long. I don't even do all that. I don't even tell my business. I meet with I do like that, and I just keep it under wraps. You know what I mean? Because it ain't really about all that. But I appreciate you. You know what I mean? I definitely appreciate, bro, for reaching out and being a big brother, a mentor to me, and really putting on my mind that I needed to hear tonight. You know what I mean? And I definitely feel like conversation being Brad is nothing less than a life-changing conversation. And I just want to remind anybody who's influenced by me, inspired by me, anybody who look up to me, wish to be anything like me, wish to be more than me, wish to be greater than me. I just want to remind y'all, you know what I mean? Like, never take advantage of God's grace. You know what I mean? And always push forward, man. Always, never be afraid to change yourself for the better and change the way you move for the better. Because that's what it's all about, being better, man. So with that being said, I ain't on no new year, new week. I'm just on some, being better 24/7 every single day that I wake.
With Diddy now behind bars and a mounting list of accusations, the situation is spiraling further out of control. More victims are coming forward, shedding light on the disturbing events that allegedly took place behind closed doors.
New disturbing accusations made against Sean Diddy Combs. A new lawsuit alleges Diddy and his former bodyguard drugged, bound, and a woman. The suit claims the attack was recorded and then later sold as. According to the filing, the plaintiff was 25 years old at the time and dating one of Combs' employees. Relationship that Combs exploited to lure the plaintiff into meeting him and Sherman, that's the bodyguard, alone. These new accusations come 1 week after Diddy entered a not guilty plea on trafficking charges. A judge denied his request for bail. He's being detained right now at a jail here in New York City until his trial starts. Here with us now is trial attorney Richard Roth. Richard, welcome to the show. These are serious allegations, these new allegations I just mentioned. How will they impact the current case that we're seeing?
They're very serious. He is in a tremendous amount of trouble. It's just pile on after pile on after pile on. We have racketeering. We have conspiracy to essentially promote. He's got some criminal misconduct by way of assault and battery, and it's just more and more and more. And I think what we've learned is that the federal government, by going to his Miami place and getting a subpoena and getting all the documents, going to a Los Angeles place and speaking to women after women after women, it is becoming very, very bad for P. Diddy.
Damian Williams, he's a U.S. attorney for the Southern District, said he's not taking anything off the table in this case. Does that mean Diddy could face more charges?
Oh, yeah. We're learning more and more about what a horrific work environment there was. A lot of this stuff happened at work with his bodyguard, with his assistants. And we're not talking about Harvey Weinstein type of stuff. We're talking about actual going into the office and a woman. We're talking about videoing the and showing it to other people. This is far worse than what we've seen. And so, yeah, the charges will continue to pile up, because what you find in many of these instances is that once he's arrested, then other women will come out of the closet and say, you know what, I was never going to say anything, but now that he's going down, add me to that list of people that were or accosted or whatever, what have you. So yeah, it's only going to get worse for P. Diddy.
Now, there's a new report out that says Diddy is sharing a prison unit with ex-crypto executive Sam Bankman-Fried. We just want to mention, just a few minutes ago, Carolyn Ellison was sentenced to 2 years for her role in that scandal. We will talk about that in just a moment. She was sentenced to 2 years. Back to Diddy, though. This is a high-security section of the jail for inmates that needs extra protection. As far as we know, Diddy's there for the foreseeable future. How could the high-profile nature of this case impact his defense team as they're working on his case?
So it is, MDC in Brooklyn is a very, very hard criminal jail. This is not a country club, which many people go to after they've been convicted. So it's hard. It's difficult because the lawyers have to come in, and it's very difficult to get in. They can meet with them. They can't bring anything with them, and it is difficult for a defense team to form their defense when their client is in such a terrible condition. He has no access to any documents. He has no access to anything. So it's mostly done on memory and what they can gather from their meetings with him to try to essentially assemble a defense. It couldn't be worse. And also, let's not forget that he was actually denied bail twice. Once by the trial court judge and second by an appellate judge. So P. Diddy's not going anywhere, and he's in a very, very difficult place for any criminal defense.
The internal pain after being has been hard to put into words.
Diddy's new accuser, Thalia Graves, spoke through tears alongside attorney Gloria Allred. In their new lawsuit, she alleges Diddy and an unnamed man drugged and then violently her in 2001 when she was 25 years old.
I also suffer with physical problems such as chronic pain, discomfort.
Reps for Diddy have not commented. Thalia is now the 12th individual suing him for alleged she previously denied.
Yeah.
Today, Diddy was reportedly relocated to a new area reserved for detainees requiring special protection and additional security. A source tells ET the 54-year-old has spoken to his mom and children while locked up. Another source says, quote, the children are in a state of crisis and shock. They believe their dad has not even had the opportunity to defend himself.
It's kinda hard with you now.
I just find time to raise my children. They're everything to me. They're a part of my life.
I call all the shots.
Diddy has 7 kids with 4 different mothers. 30-year-old Justin and 26-year-old Christian faced assault rifles during the raid on his Beverly Hills home in March. It remains to be seen when Diddy's federal case will go to trial, and it wouldn't be the first time his freedom was left to a jury of his peers.
Not guilty. It's a beautiful thing. It's a scary situation. You have 12 people who hold the fate of your life. But I put it in God's hands.
E.T. sat down with Diddy in 2001, just after he was acquitted of charges stemming from a nightclub shooting while out with then-girlfriend Jennifer Lopez.
In hindsight, I just wish I would just kept my butt home right there with Jennifer. I can't be in this position again. I'm not saying I'm being a priest, become a priest or anything like that. I'm gonna get better and stronger. Done what?
With all this stuff?
What's up?
I mean, all the courtroom stuff.
I don't want to talk about that.
Diddy also predicted his own arrest, talking with E.T. back in 1999.
You're gonna hear about my party. They're gonna be shutting them down. They're gonna probably be arresting me.
Meanwhile, John Deal, Diddy's former bodyguard, has weighed in on the situation, suggesting that the mounting pressure could be so overwhelming that he fears Diddy might take his own life.
Yeah, that makes sense. But you knowing Diddy personally, do you think it's possible he might take his life?
It takes a certain individual to prepare himself to do a lot of years in jail. From the lifestyle that he had, I'm not saying that he can't. I just don't see him able to do time behind bars. Maybe if he be in a camp type situation, that's a possibility. But based on the lifestyle and what he's done and what he's accomplished, if he had to go behind those bars for a lot of years, I think that he may commit. He do an Epstein.
Why do you think he didn't pull up Russell Simmons and lead the country?
They was watching him, bro. They was watching him. And then I think that he had to turn over his passport. Even if you own your own private jet, they have a system up there whereas that they supposed to check your passport and anything that you need to fly as if you were flying commercial.
Yeah, you might be right about that. Me thinking about it, yeah, I don't see them letting them lead it easy. But I gotta ask you, before the interview, me and you were speaking about it, right? How you feel about the people that blame you for Puffy getting arrested?
Listen, you've seen the indictment. The indictment went from 2008 until 2024. I stopped dealing with Puff in 2004 and 2005, brother. You understand? Nothing and no witness ever came up and said that Gene Deal held me down, Gene Deal lotioned and greased me up, Gene Deal did anything, you understand, with Diddy to cause him to be in any kind of situation, brother. My whole thing about this is this. If I told you what happened to us and to Big, to Wolf, and told y'all my experience with this guy from 90 until 2005, not one person said or came out and said I played a part in doing anything but being a gentleman and straightening this dude out when he went to Kirk Burroughs to tell you. I was the only one who would talk about his green tea. I was the only one around him from security because I didn't care. I wasn't quitting my job. I didn't have to have that. They needed me more than I needed them. And that's what people don't understand. I was with the two top crews that I helped start. Same Gang, Slick and the Family. I was with them, bro. I didn't need Bad Boy. I was with Chaz Williams and I was with K Slade. K Slade, one of the top DJs. Chaz Williams, not only was he a gangster, he was a manager and a businessman. They needed that affiliation for me more than I need them. I'm nowhere in that indictment or that paper, bro. Now, because I'm telling y'all somebody's character, somebody that they went to somebody proper hearing and said, what do you know about this individual having with young boys? They asked them about Puff. If I'm telling you the character of somebody that's putting his hands on women, if I'm telling you the character of an individual that'll curse a person out that brought him into the world, if I'm telling you an individual that'll turn his back on people that'll risk their life, that had risked their life for him, people that gave him their last out of his pockets when he was down and out. If I'm telling you the character of an individual, you could call me anything you want to. And if I made that indictment because I'm telling y'all the truth, I die on that. Yeah, Gene, a rat, Gene, a snitch and stuff like that. If I'm ratting and I'm snitching on somebody that beat women, if I'm snitching on somebody that stick knives in they friend's neck and turn them behind their back, all right, I'll be all that. I'll be all that. But whatever I be, I don't be in that indictment.
Will Diddy crumble under the weight of these accusations, or is there more to uncover? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to stay updated on all the latest. Until next time, fam, keep it real.